Okay, I'm hoping we're live. Let me test it out on my devices because I haven't been live in a while. So let me test it out real quick, you guys, and see what is going on, honey. I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. Okay, it says I'm going live. You know what? I don't like the little thing. Hold on. I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. Okay, it says I'm going live. You know what? I don't like the little So it has the it has me live, but it doesn't have it has like my channel header on YouTube. So let me go to Facebook, you guys. Y'all, I have been putting this off for about a week. And I was like, I have to do it. Like, I have to do it. You know, my theme for this year is consistency 2022. So if you get, you know, off track with something or distracted by something, you know, making sure that you continue to do it by any means necessary is smart. So, all right, let me check. Okay, and of course my phone. Guys, and see, this is the 2022. Okay, because I can't listen to anything. So, you guys, I went to see Nope. Everyone knows, like, you know, I make it clear that I am a big movie fan. I'm a big horror movie fan. And I really love Jordan Peele's movies. And I must say, if I ever make it to the point where I'm directing or writing script or like a screenplay or something like that, my first movie, if it's not a documentary, will be a horror film. Y'all, I got some really good ideas over here. So that's kind of like one of my real biggest goals. So let's go into the movie review, and there are some spoilers you know, I'm going to discuss. So if you have not seen it, then this review might not be for you. So let's see. So the movie Nope, it is the third film by Jordan Peele, and like all his other movies, it requires you to think, which I really love. The movie stars Keke Palmer and as Emerald Haywood. I love that name, Emerald, by the way. Daniel Kaluuya as OJ, her brother, and the two it was really three of them in the beginning. They live on like a farm, and they are a family of horse trainers, and they train horses for these big Hollywood productions. Somewhere in the film you will hear OJ speak of, you know, training a horse for the Scorpion King. Unfortunately, their dad passed away at the beginning of the movie, so it was OJ and his sister Emerald there to keep up the business. But OJ is the one who's really more invested than Emerald is in the business. So first we're just gonna go to a little bit of character development and talk about the characters. So OJ, one thing I like about Daniel Kaluuya, he's very good at acting in silence, which to me is very hard. His character in here, OJ, you know, he connects with the animals, but he doesn't really connect with people very well. He's socially awkward. He's very quiet and to himself. And one thing I like about his character when he plays in a movie, he is very good, you know, like I said, in silence, meaning that he could just sit there and just be silent. And if he's uncomfortable, I feel uncomfortable. If he's scared, I feel scared. He's very good at connecting with the audience through just basically body language. And to me, that is hard as an actor to be. So I really love that about his character. So anyways, moving on, he wants to basically continue on with the Hayward name, save the family business. So he goes out, they make a pitch to, you know, work with their horses and things of that sort, and he barely wanted to look at the camera. He barely wanted to talk. You could barely hear him, and it was just not a good thing. And he wanted Keke Palmer to do it, which is Emerald. And she, came up late. She showed up late, but when she did get there, of course, she blew it out the water. She had a great sense of self and a great personality, and she was able to, capture the audience and saying like, hey, this is why you want to utilize our horses in your films. However, it showed that people were just, not necessarily picking at the horse. They had things in the horse's eyes, like near the horse's eyes. They were very close to the horse and things of that sort. And OJ was like, hey, step back. Please don't do this to the horses. Please don't do this to the horses. And the horse kind of got uncomfortable, and something happened, and they were like, okay, well, you know what, maybe next time we'll find someone else. So that kind of gave you a little snippet about what they did as a family, how they made their money. And so they come across this guy. Well, they already knew him, a Jupe. And Jupe is a child star who is an actor. Well, he was a child actor. And so he played in a family sitcom called Gordy's World. Well, Gordy's Home, I'm sorry, Gordy's Home. And Gordy's Home was about a family who had like a chimp or whatnot. And throughout the film, there were flashbacks of what happened. One day, the monkey just went like crazy on everybody, and he ended up, severely hurting cast members and or not, like just killing them basically. Okay, and Jupe was a survivor, and Jupe, felt like he connected to the monkey in some way, and he was the only survivor there. So one of the things they wanted, Jupe was buying the horses from OJ, and OJ was like, well, you know what, we're gonna make enough money to buy our horses back. And Jupe was like, looking kind of like, I don't know, maybe you will, maybe you won't. But he was so connected to Gordy's World. Juke kept, things from the set, things from the accident, and everything else. So he was obsessed with Gordy's World, but it seemed like he also had PTSD from what happened, but it seemed like it did the opposite towards him. Like he kind of got desensitized towards it. So anyways, so you have OJ chilling on the farm, and he noticed something's in the clouds, and it is moving through the clouds effortlessly, and it appears to be like a flying saucer. So he's thinking, am I seeing things? And what ended up happening over the movie, the flying saucer was basically abducting these horses from their farm and freaking eating the horses. So, and Keke Palmer had yet to see the, the alien. And so she basically got like a horse decoy out there. And when she put the horse decoy out there, Juke came out and he invited them to a show. And they were like, okay, whatever, we'll go to the show. So the alien comes up and eats the little horse. Well, it wasn't a little horse, it was like something you would put in your yard, but like a big mansion garden. So it comes and eats that. So over time, the alien did not digest that well because it wasn't a real horse. And like any basically animal, you remember people, you remember instances and things of that sort. And it came back and it just basically dumped everything that was not edible onto their property or whatnot. So anyhow, over time, they wanted to basically, stop this animal from eating their horses. And OJ pretty much, he, to me, it didn't seem like he was necessarily afraid of it, and neither did Kiki. They kind of couldn't believe their eyes, honestly. They really couldn't believe their eyes, and they really couldn't believe what they saw. And you know what, OJ discovered that it actually wasn't a ship at all. The flying saucer was the monster itself, which I did like that that was a twist in the movie, because usually, you know, you think, oh, you know, little green man and things of that sort. Even though I knew Jordan Peele was not going to necessarily have that, I knew it was going to be a twist. But the fact that the alien was the actual saucer itself, um was very interesting to me. And then when it changed form at one point in the movie, I will say that was one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever seen. It was just, it was very beautiful, it was very graceful. Yes, it did wreak havoc, but it was a beautiful design, from a design concept, for a monster. You still feared it, but it was still just beautiful how it just glided through the air, in the sky, just basically eating things. So long story short, they basically figured out how to conquer the monster, and OJ realized if you don't look up at it and definitely make eye contact with the monster, that it won't attack you. It won't attack you. It won't abduct you. So, but if you look at it, you got it. You gone, y'all. And he pretty much used some of his animal training to do so. So moving on, in another part of the film, Juke is like hosting an event, and he has a horse there. He was, you know, he has a horse there. He has little alien animals to take home, and he's hosting the event. And he was like, you know what, y'all, you're not gonna ever be the same after today. You're not gonna be the same after today. And just doing his big speech and things of that sort, and the alien comes and just, like, you know, eat everybody. And what came it down to, what that to me said was, Juke was basically feeding the alien horses this whole time, and he was doing that for money. So people could come see, like, hey, come see me feed the alien. And you know, basically it came back and was just like, you know what, I don't have time for this anymore. So it just ate everybody, including Juke. And I'm not sure if they necessarily discovered that portion, like if OJ and Emerald discovered that, but pretty much that's what happened. But there were some speculations that like 40 people, because it was a very small group of people, went missing, and the news, you know, what TMZ or paparazzi wanted to come there to see what happened. And but it didn't really, the story, it was just kind of like a quick come and go with that portion. But anyways, they pretty much figured out how to conquer the monster, and you know, and be the hero. And I'm not going to give too much away. I know I said I'm giving away some spoilers, but I don't want to give the end away, you guys. But um overall, it was a very good movie. There were some points of it that were kind of slow for me, like sometimes 20 minutes would go by without action. And being that I'm a horror person, I always look for action almost like every 10 minutes, like like a big sequence or something. But one time it was just 20 minutes of like dialogue and silence and just story development. So that part was a little bit slow for me. However, I, you know, reviewed and looked at other reviews, and I wanted to know what other people thought about the film. And one thing it brought it all together was animal exploitation and desensitization. So basically, um you know, OJ, of course, you know, he's the animal guy, but Juke, because he was already on set, he saw the monkey go crazy and, you know, attack people. He pretty much was desensitized to an animal being an animal, and he still tried to train the alien by feeding it. He still tried to make a connection with it, because he felt like he did that with the monkey on Gordy's home, and he was still trying to come up and claim his his fame, I would say, as a childhood actor, and we see that in modern day times, right? And also, at the beginning of the film, when OJ had the horse, and the horse was on set, and he was, behind the green screen. They had things all in the horse's face, taking pictures, all this noise going around, and he was like, "Hey, please don't put that in the horse's face to stir up the horse." And even though he said something, people did not listen. And I'm not going to say, are we desensitized? Yes, I think a lot of people are desensitized because we see so much stuff on the news. We see so many things that are happening like around the world. It doesn't like bother us like it used to, and I like that. He talked about that and the exploitation of animals. And if you want to talk about exploitation of animals, I would definitely think when I saw Blackfish, that documentary with CNN, I think it was about SeaWorld, about the whales there and how they treated them. That was a form of exploitation. So if you guys have not seen that documentary Blackfish, it came out many, many years ago. It was very, very good. I, I I'm an animal person, and I'm scared of some animals, but I'm definitely an animal person, and my heart goes out. I hate to see animals, be in pain or just mistreated, for no reason. I still, even though I want to go to the zoo, I still get nervous about going to the zoo because I look at where the animals are, located. Like, how does it look around there? I think I went to Jacksonville Zoo a few years ago, and it was okay, but the zebras, they just stayed in their stable. They kind of, stayed away. Sometimes the animals look tired and look high. They're sitting on the concrete with a few little things of hay. So they're just an oversized kennels, so people can look at them all day. And even though you want that experience to go by the zoo, you want to show the kids what the zoo, the animals are, and have the experience of the zoo. I'm always still a little uneasy about the zoo. I actually heard that the Fort Worth Zoo is very nice and great, and I really, really want to go. But I've been here in Texas now almost 5 years, and I still haven't gone because I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. But anyways, that's my review of Nope. I hope you guys check it out and go see it. Please let me know, in the comments what you think of the review and what your thoughts were on Nope. And also, you guys, I came across a really fun fan theory. Someone said, and it was a Vanity Fair interview with all three cast members. They said Nope was not of planet Earth. That's what it stood for. Even though that, that hasn't been confirmed or not. I really like that. I like that Jordan Peele, he's one of those directors. Um, Pretty much he likes, to me, I think he likes that the fans get involved and come up with theories, and what was going on and how things could have happened, or how they perceive the film. So, and also it helps me when I look at other people's reviews to say, okay, that does make sense. I see that right now. And let me back and comment on the cinematography, you guys. Y'all know I love me some good set design. I loved the set design. Shout out to the people that were on set that designed the set, the open area, the remote area, the lighting at night, and where you could just see the monster, but you couldn't see the monster. I really, really love that. It really captured me. It really got my attention. I really felt like I was in the movie. So shouts out to the lighting and the set design folks. And I hope you guys go see the film. I hope I didn't give too much away for you. So I just wanted to really hop up on live. Hey, Richard Russell. um, I'm glad that you liked the film too. Um, I just wanted to hop on live and do it because I kept putting the video off to do because so many things kept coming up. So I was like, if I get on live, I can't get out of it. I can't get out of it. So I hopped on tonight just to make sure that I touch base on it before too much time goes by. But let me know what you think. And if you like my reviews, please like and subscribe and comment and let me know. And I promise you guys more videos are coming. More videos are coming. So I hope you guys are having a great night tonight. Continue to have a blessed day. And just keep, just keep your prayers up, and we'll just get through all this commotion that's going on together, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.